Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's do decimal fractions, chapter 4, exercise 4a. Question 1. Convert the following into fractions in their lowest term. Question 1. Here we have 3.75. This is a decimal fraction. We need to convert this into a regular fraction with a numerator and a denominator. Now how do we do it? So here what we do is we leave out the decimal point. We remove the decimal point. So now our number becomes 375. Now to make it a fraction, we should have a denominator. Decimal fractions have denominators 1 followed by zeros or 10 and a higher power of 10. Now, how many zeros do we need to put in the denominator? Let's go back to the question and see. In the question, after the decimal point, how many digits do we have? We have 1, 2. There are 2 digits here after the decimal point. That means we have to put 2 zeros. So now we have a fraction 375 by 100. The question says reduce it to the lowest term. That means we need to divide 375 by 100, both numerator and denominator, by a common factor and reduce it to the lowest term. Now the numerator and the denominator are both divisible by 5. They are also divisible by 25. Now which is the greater one, 5 or 25? 25. 25 is the highest common factor. So let's divide 375 and 100 by 25. So divide both numerator and denominator by 25. And then let's see the fraction that we get. Now here we are going to divide 375 by 25 in the working column here. So let's do this. 25 ones are 25 minus 7 minus 5 is 2, 3 minus 2 is 1, bring down 5, 125. 25 fives are 125 minus we have 0. So 25 into 15 is 375. So we've got 25 into 15 which we have written here. Now 25 into what is 100? 25 into 4 is 100. So now we have got a fraction which is in the lowest term. This cannot be reduced further. So what is our answer? 15 by 4. Question 2, 0.5. So let's do it the same way. Remove the decimal point and write the number. When you remove the decimal point, we don't say 0.5, we say 5, isn't it? So just write 5 and the denominator should be 1. Now this should be followed by zeros. How many zeros? Let's go back to the question and see after the point how many digits we have. There's only one digit. So we have only 1 0. So our fraction is 5 by 10. Now we can reduce this to the lowest term by dividing both by 5 itself. So 5 ones are 5, so our numerator is 1, and 5 twos are 10, so we have 1 by 2. So what's our answer? 1 by 2. Question 3, 2.04. Remove the point and write, you get 204. Our denominator is 1 followed by zeros. Look at the question. After the point, there are 1, 2 digits. So we will have 2 zeros. So now we have a fraction 204 by 100. Now to reduce this to the lowest term, we can divide both by 2. We can also divide it by 4. So 4 is the highest common factor. So let's use 4. So we're going to divide 204 by 4 and 100 by 4. So let's see what we get. So 204 divided by 4. 20, 4 fives are 20 minus, we bring down 4, 4 ones are 4. So we have 51. That means 4 into 51 will give us 204. Now in the denominator, 4 into what is 100? 4 into 25 is 100. So we have our fraction 51 by 25 and we have reduced it to the lowest term. Next question, 0.65. So remove the point. Now how do we read that number when we remove the point? 65. 65 and the denominator is 1 followed by, let's see how many zeros to be put. So after the point there are 2 numbers, 2 digits there, so 2 zeros. Now 65 by 100 is our fraction. To reduce it to the lowest term, we can divide both by 5. So let's see, let's divide 65 by 5. 5 ones are 5 minus 1, 5. So 15, 13 there. So 5 threes are 15 and now what do we have? 13. So 5 into 13 will give us 65. So numerator is 13. Now 5 into what will give us 100? 5 into 20 is 100. So we've got a fraction 13 by 20 which is in the lowest term. Next one, we have 2.405. So when you remove the point, this becomes 2405. And in the denominator, we have 1 followed by how many zeros? Let's look at the question. After the point, we have 1, 2, 3 digits. So 1, 2, 3 zeros. So what is our fraction? 2405 by 1000. Now both these numbers, the numerator and the denominator, are divisible by 5. So let's divide the numerator and denominator by 5. So 2405 divided by 5. Now 24 we have, so 5 fours are 20. So we can write 5 fours are 20 minus 4, bring down 0, we have 40. 5 eights are 40 minus, now this is 0, we bring down 5. 5 ones are 5. So what do we have? 481. So in the numerator, we have 481 and in the denominator, we have 1000 divided by 5. 5 twos are 10 minus 0. So 1, 2. 2 zeros, we can put it on top. So we have 200. So what is our fraction? 481 by 200 is our fraction. Now our sixth question is 0.085. Remove the point, you just get 85. And in the denominator, we have 1 followed by 1, 2, 3 zeros, that's 1000. So what is our fraction? 85 by 1000. Let's divide both by 5 again. Both are divisible by 5. And let's see what we get. So when you divide 85 by 5, 5 ones are 5 minus 3 and then we have 5, 35, 5 sevens are 35. So 17, 5 into 17 is 85 and here 5 into what is 1000? 5 twos are 10, so 5 into 200 is 1000. So what is our fraction? 17 by 200. Next one, we have 8.025. So let's remove the point. It becomes 8025. That's 8025. And in the denominator, we have 1 followed by 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros, that's 1000. So what is a fraction? 8025 by 1000. Now we have to reduce this to the lowest term. The numerator and the denominator are both divisible by 5. They're also divisible by 25. Okay, so we can use 25 to divide both. So let's divide both by 25. So this is 25. Again, divide this by 25. Now children, you can also start by dividing it by 5 and then divide it once more to reach the lowest term. So here I'm dividing it by 25. So let's divide 8025 by 25. So this is 25. 3's are 75 minus, now here I'm going to borrow. So 10 minus 5 is 5. I bring down 2, I get 52. 25 2's are 50 minus 2 and then you bring down 5. 25 1's are 25. So we get 0. That means 25 into 321 will give us 8025. Now 25 into what is 1000? 25 40's are 1000. So we have got our answer 321 by 40. Now like I said, you can do this division by 5 and then still do it. Now let me show you how to do this by 5. Now suppose I have 8025 by 1000. Now I'm going to divide this by 5. I'm going to divide numerator and denominator by 5. Sometimes you don't know whether it's divisible by 25, isn't it? But since it's ending in 5 and 0, you know it is divisible by 5. So you can do it like this also. So let's divide 8025 by 5. 5 ones are 5 minus 8 minus 5 is 3, and then I bring down 0. I have 30. 5 sixes are 30 minus, and then we bring down the next one, 2. 2 is smaller than 5, so we put a 0. We bring down 5, 25. 5 fives are 25. So we finish dividing that. So here what do we get? Here, after when you multiply 5 into 1605, you get 8025. So we have got 1605, and in the denominator 1000 divided by 5. So let's divide 1000 by 5. 5 twos are 10. We've got that, minus, then we have 0, and then we have 0 again. So that is 200. So here in the denominator here we have 200. So now we've got 1605 by 200. Now even that can be reduced. That has to be reduced to the lowest term. So 1605 by 200. Now to reduce it to the lowest term, we have to divide it again by 5. Divide both by 5 to reduce it to the lowest term. So let's do that division. 1605, divide this by 5. Now we have 16, so 5 threes are 15 minus 1, and then you bring down 0. 5 twos are 10, so we've got 0 again. To bring down 5, 5 ones are 5. So we finish this division. So what is our numerator? 321. Now we have to divide 200 by 5. So that is 5 fours are 20. So 5 40s are 200. Now can you see that this answer and this answer are the same? So if you're not able to do it straight away by 25, you can do it by 5. You'll get an answer. Again do it by 5. You'll get your final answer. Okay, so you can do it in whichever is the easier way for you. Next question, convert into decimal fractions. Now to convert fractions or mixed numbers into decimal fractions, it's always easy if your denominator is 10 or 100 or 1000 or a higher power of 10. But here you can see 5, isn't it? Now here you can see denominator 100. Here it's going to be easy. Now when your denominator is not 100, there are two ways of doing it. So I'll teach you both the ways. So here first step, let's convert this. So this will be 5 twos are 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. So this is 14 by 5. So I said it will be easier if your denominator is 10 or a higher power of 10, isn't it? Now can we make 5 into 10? Yes, if we multiply 5 by 2, we get 10, isn't it? 5 twos are 10. So let's try that. So 5 into 2. So when you're multiplying the denominator by 2, you have to multiply the numerator also by 2. So now what do we get? 14 into 2 is 28 and 5 into 2 is 10. So here we've got 28 by 10. Now whenever your denominator is 10 or a higher power of 10, that means 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, etc., then it's very easy to get your decimal fraction. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to write only 28, okay? Only 28 as a whole number. Now look at your denominator and see how many zeros there are. There is only one zero, isn't it? That means we have to look at a question and move from the right one place. Okay, from here one place to the left. Because there's one zero, move one place to the left like this and put your point here. So now what's your answer? 2.8. Okay, now how did we do that? First we took 28 and wrote it first by itself without the point. Then we looked at the denominator. There is 1 0. So the point will move one place to the left. So it moved one place to the left and now we have 2.8. So this is one way of doing it. When your denominator is not 10, 100 or 1000, see if you can make it 10, 100 or 1000. If you can make it into this, then you can do it this way. Otherwise, just do normal division. So let me show you that step also. I'm going to divide 14 by 5. So I'm going to divide 14 normal division by 5. Okay, now 14 I have, so 5 twos are 10 minus, now 4. Now I'm going to continue my division. Now how do I continue my division? To continue my division, I need to put a point here. and that same point I must carry it up. Now after I put a point, I can put any number of zeros to the right. So now I've put 1 0, I'll bring it down. So what is my number now? 40. So 5 into 8 is 40. And my remainder is 0, so my division is over. So what did I get here? I got 2.8 as my quotient. So can you see it's the same as this? So these are two ways of doing your division of converting into decimal fractions if your denominator is not 10 or a higher power of 10. One is you convert it like this, otherwise you do normal division like this and get your answer. Let's go to the next one. 79 by 100. Now this is easy because the denominator is 100. So you write 79 and then look at 100 and see how many zeros there are. 1, 2. 2 zeros, isn't it? That means your point is going to move 2 places to the left. That is from here 1, 2 and the point is going to come here. So what will your answer be? This will be 0.79 and now before the point there is no number, isn't it? Nothing is there. So we can put a 0 there. So this becomes 0.79. Next question. We have 37 by 10,000. Okay, so again this is a higher power of 10, so it's easy to write our answer. So let's take 37 and write it by itself. So we have 37. Now let's see how many zeros there are in 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means a point has to move 4 places to the left. That means 1, 2, 3, 4 places and then we put the point. Now what about these two places where there are no digits? Put 2 zeros. So now what do we have here? We have 0.0037. Before the point there's no digit, so let's write 0. So this becomes 0.0037. Next question. So here we have 7,543 by 10 raised to the power of 4. That means there are 4 zeros. So let's rewrite this question first. So in the next step, you're going to write 7,543 by 10 raised to the power of 4 means 1 followed by 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this becomes 10,000. So now we can write our decimal number. Write your numerator 7,543. Now look at the denominator. Count the number of zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now put the point in 7,543 by moving 4 places to the left. So 4 places means we're going to move like this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 places to the left and then put a point here. So let's write our answer now. It is 0.7543 and before the point there's no number, so we'll put 0. So this is 0.7543. Next question, we have 3 by 4. So like I said, there are two ways of doing it. One is you can convert this to a denominator that is 10 or a higher power of 10, or you can do normal division. Let's do both the methods. So here we have 3 by 4. Now if we multiply 4 by 25, we get 100. So similarly, we can multiply 3 also by 25 and let's see what we get. 3 into 25 is 75 and 4 into 25 is 100. So we've got a fraction 75 by 100. Now let's make it a decimal number. We're going to write 75 and the denominator there are 2 zeros. So we're going to move 2 places to the left and put the point. So what do we have now? 0.75 or 0.75. This is one way of doing it. The other way is doing normal division. Divide 3 by 4. Now 3 by 4 when you divide, can you see 3 is not divisible by 4? So we are putting a 0. Now to continue the division, we have to put a point after 3. Carry that point on top. Now I'm going to add 1 0 here. Now when I read, I'm going to read this as 30. Now 4 into 7 is 28 minus, now if I minus this is 2 and 10, 10 minus 8 is 2. Now I'm going to again continue my division by adding one more 0. Now after you put a point, you can add as many zeros as you want. So now I've added one more 0, I'm going to bring it down. Now my number is 20 Now continue the division. 4 5s are 20. Minus, now we've got 0, we can stop our division. Now what is our answer? 0.75. So can you see we've got the same answer here and the same answer here. In this method we converted the denominator to 100. In this method we did normal division. Next question, 9 3 by 5. So let's write that down. 9 3 by 5. First step is let's convert. 5 9s are 45 plus 3 is 48. So here what do we have? 48 by 5. So here again, like we did in the previous question, we can convert this to a denominator that is 10 or a higher power of 10. So 5 2s are 10, isn't it? So let's multiply 48 also by 2. 48 into 2 is 96 and 5 into 2 is 10. So we have 96 by 10. Let's write 96. Now let's look at the denominator. There's only one 0. So our point will move only one place to the left. So it's here. So what is our final answer? Our final answer is 9.6. Now let's do the same thing with division. So let's divide 48 by 5. So we have 48 here, 5 9s are 45. Minus, we bring down this, 8 minus 5 is 3, 0. Now to continue the division, we need to put a point here, carry that point up. Now we can put a 0 here. I'm going to bring that 0 down. Now my number is 30. So if I continue my division, 5 6s are 30 minus 0. So what is the answer here? The quotient is our answer and that is 9.6. So again, the answer here is 9.6 and the answer here is 9.6. Question 7. 8 5 by 8. So first step is let's convert this. 8 5 by 8, that is 8 into 8 is 64 plus 5 is 69. 69 by 8. So let's do the first method again. 69 by 8. Can we convert this into 10 or 100 or 1000? Yes. If we multiply 8 into 125, we get 1000. That means I need to multiply this also by 125. So here what do we get? When you multiply 69 into 125, you get 8625 if you do this multiplication, okay? And 8 into 125 is 1000. So I have this number here. Now I can make this a decimal number by just writing 8625 and then counting the number of zeros in 1000. 1, 2, 3. So here also my point has to move 1, 2, 3 places to the left. It comes here. So what do I get? 8.625. Another way is by doing long division. 69 by 8. 8 8s are 64 minus there's 5. Now I need to continue my division, so I'm going to put a point here and carry that point up. I'm going to put a 0 and bring that 0 down. Now what is my number? My number is 50. Now we need to get a number close to that. 8 6s are 48. Isn't it? Minus, now let's subtract this. This is 4 and 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. Now it's not 0, so I need to continue my division. That means I'm going to put one more 0 here and bring that 0 down. Now what's my number? 20. 8 2s are 16. Again, I don't have 0, so I'm going to borrow here and find out what I get. 10 minus 6 is 4. So since my remainder is not 0, I'm going to put one more 0 here and bring that 0 down. Now what is my number? My number is 40. That means 8 5s are 40. So I've completed my division. My remainder is 0 and the answer that I've got is 8.625 as you can see in the quotient here. So now can you see the answers are the same, 8.625 here and 8.625 there. Question 8, 5, 7 by 8. So first step is conversion. So let's do that. So 5, 7 by 8. 8 5s are 40 plus 7 is 47. 47 by 8. So here let's do that. 47 by 8. Now when you multiply 8 by 125, we get 1000. So let's multiply 47 also by 125. So when you multiply 47 into 175, you get 5875. And here 8 into 125 is 1000. So now we have 5875. We're going to make it a decimal number. So now let's look at 1000 and see how many zeros. 1, 2, 3. So our point moves 3 places to the left and the point comes here. So what is our answer? 5.875. Now let's do the same thing by the long division method. Let's divide 47 by 8. 8 5s are 40 minus, we have 7 there as a remainder. So let's continue our division. We do that by putting a point here, carry that point on top, put a 0 and bring that 0 down. So here we have 70. Now we need to divide by 8, get a number close to 70. 8 8s are 64. So let's minus this and see what we get. This is 6, this is 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. Now we need to continue our division. So let's put one more 0 and bring that 0 down. So now we have 60. 8 7s are 56. So 8 7s are 56 minus, again subtract 5, 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. Again our remainder is not 0. So let's continue. Add one more 0 and bring that 0 down. Now the number is 40. So 8 5s are 40. So now we have a remainder 0. So the division is over. So what is the answer that we have got here? 5.875. So as you can see, the answer is the same here as well as here. So both the methods will give you the same answer. So the answer to the question is 5.875. Next question, write the number of decimal places. This is easy. Okay, decimal places means after the point, how many digits there are? Those are called decimal places. So in the first question, let's see how many decimal places there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 digits after the point, so our answer is simply 4. Next one, let's count how many digits there are after the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the number of decimal places is 5. Next one, after the point 1, 2, 3. Number of decimal places is 3. Next one, after the point 1. Only one place, so number of decimal places is 1. Fifth one, 1, 2, 3. So 3 decimal places. Next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 decimal places. Next one, write the following decimals as word statements. Okay, that means writing it in words. Now the first one, how do we read this? 0.4. So we have it here 0.4. Next one, 0.9. Next, 0.1. Next, 1.9. Next, 4.4. Next, 7.5. Then 0.02. We have to read out each digit. 0.02. Next one. Now here 0. We don't say 56. We read out each digit separately. 0.56. Next one. Before the point we read the number because it's a whole number. 13. We don't say 1, 3. Before the point we read the whole thing. After the point we read each digit separately. So this is 13.06. Next one, 0.005. So we have it here 0.005. Then 0. This is not 207. 0.207. We have to read each digit separately. Next one, 111. Whole number should be read fully. 0.519. So 111.519. 0.8. 0.08. 0.008. 0.009. 0.008, 0.0008, 0.0008. Here read the whole number together, 256.1, 256.1, 10.22, 10.22. Don't read it as 10.22. After the point, each digit has to be read separately. 0.634, 0.634. Question 5. Convert the given fractions into like fractions. Okay, so we've been given some decimal fractions here. We have to convert them to like fractions. What do we mean by that? Now look at the first one here. The first number is 0.5, isn't it? There's only one decimal place. Second one, there are two decimal places. Third one, 1, 2, 3. There are three decimal places. Fourth one, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are four decimal places. So they're all different decimal fractions because they have different decimal places. So such decimal fractions are called unlike decimals. Now here the question is, we have to change them to like decimal fractions. Now how can we do that? Now what we need to do that here is, we have to look for the one with the highest number of decimal places, and that is 4. So we have to see that the other three decimal numbers also have 4 decimal places. So let's see how to do it. Let's write down the first one. First one is 0.5. It has only one decimal place. To make it have 4 decimal places, I'm going to put 3 zeros. Now how many decimal places are there? If you check properly and see how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 decimal places. Now let's go to the second one. Write down the second one now. So second one is 3.62. It has only 2 decimal places. I'm going to add 2 more zeros. Now it has 4 decimal places. Let's take the third one, 43.981. There are 3 decimal places. I'm going to add a 0. Now there are 4 decimal places. And the last one, I can write it as it is, 232.0037. So now they're all like decimals because they all have 4 decimal places. So these are called like decimals, whereas these are unlike decimals. Next question, here also, let's count the number of decimal places. The first one here has 1, 2, 2 decimal places. Second one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 decimal places. Here 1. Last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 decimal places the last one has. So look for the highest number of decimal places, 2, 4, 1, 5. So 5 is the highest number of decimal places. That means all the other decimal numbers must now have 5 decimal places. So let's start by writing it down. So here we have 215.78. It has only 2 decimal places. We should have 5 totally. So I'm going to add 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. Now there are 5 decimal places. Let's take the second number, 33.0006. This one already has 4 decimal places. To make it 5, I just have to add 1 zero. Next one, 530.3, only 1 decimal place. To make it have 5 decimal places, I need to add 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last one, I can write it down as it is, 0.03569. So now, as you can see, all the decimal numbers have 5 decimal places. They've all become like decimals. So here they were all unlike. Now we have converted them all to like decimals. So with this, children, we come to the end of this exercise. Thank you, children.